What's up, guys? Eden here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn. I'm bringing you guys our Week 3 Team Builder for Red Season 8 in the Yellow Division, taking on Specs King and the London Garchomps. He is the champion of the Yellow Division from last season, so we're looking to take him down. Let's run through his team here really quickly. He's got the Mega Lopunny, Victini as a user, Crocodile, Roserade, Togekiss, Melodic, Galvantula, Uxie as a user, Ambipom, and Avalugg as a user. Priority options in Mega Lopunny with Fake Out and Quick Attack, Victini with Quick Attack, Ambipom with Fake Out, Galvantula with Sucker Punch. Hazard setting in Crocodile with Rocks, Roserade with Spikes and Toxic Spikes, Galvantula with Webs, and Uxie with Rocks. So he's got at least one of everything. Then removal options, he's got Togi with Defog and Avalugg with Rapid Spin, and no 4x weaknesses on his team. So what I'm scared of the most is Mega Lopunny, Victini, Crocodile, Roserade, Togekiss, Melodic, Galvantula, Uxie, and Avalugg. Basically everything bar Ambipom I think has a good shot at showing up. Roserade has an amazing matchup against me, especially offensively. Roserade and Togekiss are the two biggest things I'm worried about, but Galvantula is also a fucking problem. Just Galvantula is a really big problem, and so is Mega Lopunny, so is Victini. Excuse me. Crocodile can be dealt with by my team, so I'm not uber worried about Crocodile. And Uxie's just a little bit passive. You know, Uxie kind of does the same sort of stuff, but it's definitely a solid bring for him as a rocker over Crocodile. I think it's going to be Special Victini. You know, Banded Victini does work, but I think Special Victini makes a little bit more sense here. And then he can run Adamant Lopunny really safely against me, so I'm fucking scared shitless of that. I think Melodic's going to come and it's going to have Haze. If it doesn't, then I'm going to really regret my life decisions, because Cosmic Power Clefable looks fucking amazing against him if Melodic doesn't come. So that would be just really depressing if that happens. Otherwise, his only phasing option is like Roar Crocodile or Roar Avalugg. And Melodic can't Dragon Tail Clefable. Excuse me. Melodic can't Dragon Tail Clefable out because it's a fairy type. So let's run through what I'm bringing. I'm bringing the Clefable here, Starboy, with Rocks, Moonblast, Softboiled Knockoff. I can afford to run a Relaxed Nature this week because he's got such a fast team. Like, his slowest wall is Melodic, really, and then you got Avalugg down there at 28. So there's a huge speed gap there, which lets my Clefable not have to worry about running speed investment in the first place or having a weird nature, and so I can run a mixed set very effectively against his team. You know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I think the extra damage from Knockoff may come in handy later on against a Victini or something of that nature. This is my Victini and my Lopunny switch, which is so fucking sad. Maybe it's not my Victini switch in, maybe Garchomp's my Victini switch in, but this is definitely my Lopunny switch in. Excuse me. So that's the deal there. Or one of my Lopunny switch-ins, I should say. That's Clefable, pretty basic set. I can hit his team fairly decently with this coverage, and Rocks are a pain for him. Rocks being up put a lot of pressure on mons like Victini and Galvantula and Togekiss. Garchomps next. I'm running a Yachiberry Chomp set. This is for like Technician HP Ice Roserade, or like Ice Beam Melodic, or like Ice Punch Mega Lopunny, or HP Ice Galvantula, which I definitely think is coming. Yeah, so the Yachi's got its uses. Rough Skin, I can take hits, obviously, get some damage off. Oh, excuse me. Earthquake hits his team really hard besides the Togekiss and the Uxie. Outrage will deal with the Uxie, and Poison Jab is there for the Togekiss. I've got Swords Dance just as a last-ditch sort of effort. You know, I'm not entirely sure what this Garchomp's goal is, and that's a big flaw of my build this week. It's there because it looked better than the other 4 against this team, and that's the only reason. Yeah, I very much dislike this matchup on paper. I'm not a fan of it, and that's just where we're going with that. I'm running enough speed on the Garchomp to outrun Victini, max attack, a little bit of HP. Persian's next. I'm running a Rocky Helmet set with Parting Shot, Foul Play, Protect, and Taunt. So I can switch into the Crocodile very easily. This is an Ambipom answer. It's definitely my Uxie answer. It's likely my lead. It's a semi Mega Lopunny answer, although Fighting Stab will still obliterate me, and it's a physical Victini answer. So this is actually a fairly decent set. You know, Foul Play kind of obliterates a lot of stuff. I've got Protect there to bait the high jump kick from Mega Lopunny. He may or may not run it with mons like Vincoon sitting there that could definitely run Protect against him. You know, Vincoon doesn't look that bad. I definitely wouldn't be worried about a Crocoon if I was him, just because I have no way that I set up on him. Again, Melodic's definitely coming and bringing Haze, specifically for Suicune as well. So, yeah, Taunt there is for the Uxie mainly, although I can taunt the Galvantula. I'm probably going to get O-Code by the Galvantula, but I can taunt it, prevent webs from going up, which would be huge. Parting Shot just for pivoting around, realistically. The only reason I would want to run anything besides Parting Shot is if he brings competitive Milotic, which I don't think is the bring on his part at all. It's his best check to Entei, so I can't imagine that he would want to bring a competitive set when he needs to bring a Marvel skill set for Entei. He may not want to bring Flame Orb though, because he might want to switch into Sacred Fire, but that's a little bit risky because I'm not necessarily known to bring the same Entei set every single time. So I'm running Timid 252. Just max speed, the speed ties with the Ambipom, and max HP, and I put the rest into Spadef. I don't know, maybe I live a Galvantula Bug Buzz or something, who knows. I'm yawning extremely through this. I just woke up, so I haven't been talking much. Specs Rotom is next. I have to bring Defog. It's my only removal on the entire team, but I have to bring it for the webs. And people have been known to hazard stack me recently, which is really fucking annoying, because I don't think it's that good against double Magic Guard, like I said before, and a Mega Aggron, and a Suicune. You know, hazard stack's okay against Coon, but like T-Spike stack against my team just feels super weird. Like the only thing weak to rocks on my team is Entei. So it's not even that big of a priority for people. It's just good chip, realistically. But, oh well. I'm bringing the Defog. I can complain all I want about Hazard Stack. It doesn't change the fact that people are going to bring it. Just dual stab, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Leaf Storm. Hits his team really well. Only problem is the Roserade, which I wouldn't be able to hit very well anyways. I'd have to bring, like, Hidden Power Ice for it, which I don't really give a shit about, because anything else weak to Ice on his team gets bopped by Electric or Grass. So, yeah, this is kind of a nuke for the Melodic in case it gets out of hand. It's a nuke for the Togekiss in case it gets out of hand. You know, I don't necessarily think he's going to want to switch in Crocodile on a Rotom-Mow every single time. Originally, instead of Defog, it was Trick, but now it's not. You know, this is a huge nuke against the Mega Lopunny if I can stay healthy enough. Obviously, Victini's a threat. Galvantula is a big problem if he wants to Bug Buzz me. And I can't really hit the Galvantula back very well. It's kind of a nuke against the Avalugg, although Avalugg will destroy me with an Avalanche afterwards. So this just hits his team really hard, and it hits... it hits really hard. That's the whole idea behind it. I'm outrunning Adamant Crocodile with this speed investment, which is kind of weird, but I'm outrunning Adamant Crocodile. That's wrong. Wait, what? I was outrunning Adamant Crocodile, but now I'm outrunning... Modest Roserade is what I decided to outrun instead. Okay, so I gotta change my notes then. Modest Roserade. So I'm outrunning Modest Roserade, which doesn't make a lot of sense. He definitely would bring Timid for me. So maybe outrunning Adamant Crocodile is a little bit better. But I don't think the Crocodile will be running Adamant either. So I'm just running, you know, enough speed on there for stuff. I don't want to be outrun by a random fucking Togekiss kind of thing. So maybe I should actually just creep max speed Togekiss. This prep is super weird. What was I doing? 285, which doesn't exist. Okay. So 208, and I'm outrunning Togekiss. There we go. Much easier. So we'll know if he's Scarf now, which is good information, but also would suck because Scarf just blows me back. I don't necessarily know if he can go with Scarf against my team. You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. He might want to bring Scarf Trick for Suicune. So that's Rotom-Mow. I just explained that whole set. Keldeo. This puts a lot of pressure on his team. I'm not sure how good it is necessarily. I'm having a really hard time judging this matchup just because Specs has drafted such a well-rounded team, and I think it matches up so well against me. But Sub-Calm Mind Keldeo doesn't look that horrible to me here. Especially with Calm Minds, there's it gets to a point, he can definitely like beat me with a lot of his threats, and Keldeo is weak to a lot of the problems on his team. Like I said, the Togekiss, the Roserade, the Galvantula, Keldeo is weak to all three of those. But if I can get up a sub at the very least, then I'm maybe in a good spot. Maybe I don't need the Calm Mind, maybe I just need the sub, and I could replace Calm Mind with like Toxic or something. But then again, the Roserade's still a problem, so that's the main reason I didn't do that. Because I was considering just running sub-Toxic called Secret Sword, but the Roserade just became too much of an issue, especially if he's like Giga Draining my sub away. So I'm just max speed 10 Galvantula. I don't really know. I could bring like a Taunt Sep, then I just die to Galvantula Thunder anyways. Excuse me. So I'm not sure what the point was. Max special attack, a little bit of Spadef. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. I can pretty freely come in like a Crocodile knockoff. I don't care too much about lefties. They definitely help when I'm subbing consistently, but I don't care that much. And if the Melodic, for whatever reason, doesn't have Haze, it's kind of setup fodder, if I'm being honest. He can't really do much once I get Calm Minds up if he doesn't have Haze. Dragon Tail's only going to do so much, especially if I'm behind a sub. I can just set up a sub the next time he goes for Dragon Tail, realistically. And so if I can end up behind a sub with some Calm Minds up, then I'm in a really good position. Otherwise, I'm in a pretty shit position anyways throughout the game. Entei here is kind of a Roserade switch in, but not really. And I don't know what I'm running this for. What? Why am I running it like this? I don't know if this changes any calcs, but I need to be jolly. Why was I tying Modest Victini? That makes no sense. Ties Victini. It's so strange that I was running Animate. I don't need to run Animate on this set, so there's no point. I think. I'm pretty sure I don't need to for Natural Gift. But I'm running Natural Gift Grass for the Melodic, which is pretty much his only Entei switch in, honestly. Victini can switch in, but I've got Stomping Tantrum. So I'm trying to catch the Melodic with like a Sacred Fire and then a Natural Gift. If he's calking, he'll realize that it's not going to be banded Sacred Fire. Maybe he'll try and scout for the Natural Gift. I don't think that it's that predictable that I'm bringing Natural Gift this week. Entei is definitely, it's not a Z user for me, so I can't run like Z Solar Beam for it, but I think Natural Gift Grass is going to come in pretty handy here. It can hit stuff still. That was the main reason I didn't want to bring Natural Gift Electric, is in case he did want to scout for it and go into Crocodile. I don't think Roserade comes in on Entei pretty much ever, because I'll always outspeed it, and I can Sacred Fire the shit out of it. And again, Stomping Tantrum is there for the Victini. I've missed 2 Stone Edges in Game 1 this season. There's no way I'm running Stone Edge again. Fuck that noise. So we're running the Stomping Tantrum instead. Especially if I can boost Stomping Tantrum. If I want to just like click Natural Gift with no berry, then my Stomping Tantrum is double attack. So that might be kind of fun to throw off there. I've got Toxic on here as well, just in case I can catch the Melodic switching in. Maybe the Uxie wants to switch in. Avalugg, same sort of thing. Although I'd also be okay with burning the Avalugg to an extent. So, again, I don't really know what I'm doing in this matchup. I'm kind of just throwing random shit onto the page. I didn't like this matchup whatsoever. Mega Aggron looked horrible. Victini breaks it really easily. Like, really easily. Mega Lopunny breaks it to an, like, not super easily, but it can still break it very easily. And then Crocodile can break it really easily. So, I just had so many issues with Mega Aggron and prep this game. It just didn't make any sense to bring whatsoever. Suicune, again, he's got Hazers, and he pressures it really well with Roserade and Galvantula, so I don't think there was a reason to bring Suicune, unless it was like a Rocky Helmet Suicune to handle the Mega Lopunny instead, or like Rocky Helmet Rest or something like that, which was super, like, just a super whack-ass Suicune set, which may be better than the Persian, I don't know. I just think the Persian is going to be a little bit better to handle the Victini and the and taunting the Uxie than what the Suicune would be doing. The Reuniclus, I was definitely considering bringing. I'm a little bit scared of the Crocodile with Reuniclus. Again, he's got a lot of phasing, and I'm really scared of the Galvantula with Reuniclus. I also definitely think he's bringing a Scarf Trickmon for Coon/Reuniclus. And then Munchlax just doesn't have a matchup again against all these good fighting types. Mega Lopunny just like blows it back with a fucking high jump kick. Because I was actually considering like a Thick Fat Munchlax to take on the Victini, Thick Fat Curse or something along those lines. But it just didn't end up working out, really. I feel like Keldeo, Rotom-Mow, and Entei pressure his team offensively well. Garchomp has something going for it, I guess. I don't know, really. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that one. So we'll see if my mistake with Clefable and Prep makes a difference or not. If I regret not running a Cosmic Power set, because Cosmic Power puts in, like Cosmic Power with Moonblast rather than Sword Power, I think puts in quite a bit of work against his team. Lets me deal with the Roserade. If I can get up enough Spidef boosts, then Sludge Bomb's not going to do shit anymore, which is kind of the biggest issue for Clefable. Again, Roserade just blows me back, so there's got to be some way for me to deal with it, and I guess that's it. I'm actually going to change the Yachi Berry to Scarf. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really need Scarf this matchup, and I don't need Swords Dance. What would I rather have instead of Swords Dance? Poison Jab, Earthquake, Outrage. Well, I probably wouldn't want Outrage. I want Dragon Claw instead. I could run Crunch for the Uxie if I really wanted to. Shadow Claw doesn't really make any sense. I could run Fire Fang for the Roserade just for super effective damage. Surf? Wow, Garchomp gets Surf. That's actually kind of wild. I've got Stab, Earthquake for Victini, so it doesn't really matter. Oh man, I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Body Slam sounds fun, get some paralysis off. Facade in case he burns me, I guess, seems like the best option. Guys, I do need something faster than Scarf Roserade now that I'm thinking about it, and I think Scarf Chomp's definitely the best way to do that. So that is the team right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not looking forward to this match against Specs, but it's gonna be something. And I will catch you guys in the next one.